Hello, welcome to video number 2 of the Android programming series. Feel free to either subscribe to this channel or to follow us on mrbuka.net. If you click on Android programming, it'll bring you to the Android website in which we have an index of the videos, useful links, and code resources for every project that we do within this Android series. Now, you'll notice that I'm going to use the Android developers website to start you off on your very first application. So you should have already downloaded and installed the Eclipse ADT that we discussed in video number 1. So we're going to go ahead and open up that, and currently the most updated version is Android Juno. Now if yours says something else, that's okay. It should still work about the same. And the workspace is for me, I named it Android 1. All I did was I deleted everything between before the C:/ and I just typed in Android 1. Now you don't have to put it here. You can put it anywhere you want. If you're not familiar with Eclipse, you can put it on your desktop. You can even browse the selection if you'd like. But if you are more comfortable following me exactly, then by all means, Android 1. Now that's going to go ahead and set up the IDE for us to start creating our new project. And as I said, we're going to follow along with this very first lesson. So please don't use this video as a substitute for reading the developers tutorials, because they actually cover in detail many things that I won't, because I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up this new project for this video. I'll explain just a little bit about the IDE and looking at some of the code, and then we'll end the video and move on to actually running it on a device in our next video. So what they ask us to do here is they ask us to create a new project. So I'm going to go up to the new button in my Eclipse, and I'm going to select, if it already isn't for you, the Android folder and Android application project. I'm going to name it as they ask me to: capital M, my, capital F, first, capital A, app. I'm not putting any white spaces, so I'm not hitting my space, first space, app. It's all one word. I'm using the highest compilation unit that is available right now, API 20, as you know, the time of this recording. Now if it's higher, if you have a higher option, please make sure you select it. I'm going to go ahead and next, and finish. So just next and finish your way through. Again, reading the tutorial, you'll catch on to some pretty interesting facts about setting up your project. So as this sets up, you can see the Package Explorer area is becoming populated. So we'll kind of walk through that, and we'll get our project running in no time. So you might see a graphical layout here, and you know, you don't really know what to do with it very much, and we're not going to worry about that right now. But you could see sort of a preview of what the project would look like, or the application would look like if it were ran. If you click on the actual activity main XML tab here, you'll see that you can get to the code portion of the XML as opposed to just looking at the graphical portion of the XML. You'll also notice that there's another tab here, main activity Java. Now this is the actual Java coding for the Android, what makes it work. Now if by any chance you happen to accidentally close one of these, that's okay, because you can find that in the layout. I can double click back on activity main XML and I can see it again. So you've created your first project. Now we haven't run it yet. We'll do that in the next video. But you have created your first project. Hopefully Eclipse and everything is running well. If not, you might have to go back to video 1 and maybe even restart video 2. But you should be all set.